recording.
How did you use new media technologies in the construction and research, planning and evaluation stages? The way in which I use the new technology to help plan my music video is because I used YouTube and a lot of the internet to help choose what genre I was going to choose and the artist that I was going to choose. I used YouTube a lot to explore the different kinds of genre that I was particularly looking at. I was mainly looking at electro pop, so YouTube for that was great because I got to see like all of the different videos, and that was when I definitely found out that I was going to do Delilah because she was perfect for what I wanted to do. After I chose what artist I was going to do, I then looked even more closely, so I went into her own website that she had and looked through and listened to all of her songs, and that's when I chose Go, which is one of her quite recent and well-known songs. The next stage that I did was the planning for that. I did a lot of planning on Prezi because that way I felt the planning was best suitable for me, was because it helped get my ideas across without writing it out, and it helped me portray what I had in my mind quite easily onto Prezi, just like literally just dotting it out, and it was a good way for you to like look at it. So that's one of the reasons why I used Prezi in my planning. Another technology that I used in planning was the internet, and I also used my phone like to help planning, because so when I was like actually planning it, I could easily just go on my phone whenever I was like on the go, and I could just do it then. And also another thing that I used in planning was Publisher, because once I'd planned it, it was easy for me to put all of my ideas on there and then be able to put that across onto my blog. So I used Blogger quite a lot because every time I had like a plan or different stages of what I was going to get my final product like, that's what I used to put my planning on. When I was creating my music video, I used cameras a lot. There was quite a big problem with cameras because there was a limited amount at the college, so it was difficult to try and get the right timing, whether or not you were going to get one. So I used one of my friends who had one, which was a good camera. It was the big size camera, and I felt that one would be a lot easier to use because she had told me directly how to use it. Once I'd filmed it, I then went onto the editing suite at college, and once I did that, I went into the editing suite. The teacher then taught me how to do everything, how to cut it, how to put the music in. I got the music off YouTube, so then there's another technology that I used. Yeah, so I just literally did everything then, and then once I'd done that, I started to work on the ancillary text, and I took the pictures for my ancillary text, which one was a digipack, which is a CD case, and another one is a magazine cover. And for my CD case, I took the pictures, which was in the same, it was the same person that was in the music video, it was the same background, so people could recognise it and be like, oh, that's from so-and-so video. So I thought that was quite good that I used all of the same, used the same background. And then, so I used Photoshop for that, which helped me crop all of my pictures into the right space. And I also, for my magazine advert, I used Photoshop a lot on that, and I got my font that I was going to use off DAF Fonts, which is a website where it has loads of different fonts that you could choose from. And so I put that on there. I also used Photoshop to erase around the text that I was going to use. After I'd done that, I did my audience feedback, which I used a camera, which I could see the person, I could see the person. Once I'd spoken to them, I then put that onto my blog. I also did questionnaires for people to write out. And I used the scanner at college, so that would just go straight onto my account, so then I just put that onto my blog. And the post-production was that I used Blogger and Prezi to do my evaluation, and I used Word quite a lot to portray like what I had, and it was just a lot easier to do Word. And then Yes, I use Blogger and Prezi quite a lot, and all of my work is now on Blogger, so I feel that Blogger was the main new technology that I used, as well as the internet as well.